Hello everyone and welcome back to the English Tube. Today we're gonna learn something which is very much important and also very confusing. That is transitive and intransitive verbs. Hang on for a minute. Do you know that from now on there is going to be a fun fact at the very end of every videos of the English Tube? And in this video there is also a fun fact, so don't forget to watch the video till the end. Without a further ado, let's move on to the transitive verbs. At first, let us look at some sentences. She bought, he sent, I gave. Doesn't these three sentences look incomplete or somewhat meaningless? So now let's add something so that these sentences get a meaning. In the first sentence, she bought pens. In the second sentence, he sent a letter. I gave her flowers. So what we added here are known as objects, which gives the sentences a complete meaning. So what is the link of objects with the transitive verbs? Well, transitive verb is a type of action verb that links the subject with the object of a sentence. Now let's see the intransitive verbs. At first, we will look at some sentences. The sun shines. He runs. Fire burns. Well, in these three sentences, they don't actually require any other object or any other word to make it meaningful. These are already meaningful and complete. So what is a transitive verb? This is a type of verb that can indicate an action without the necessity of an object. So what's the difference? A verb can be described as intransitive or transitive based on whether it requires an object to express a complete thought or not. A transitive verb is one that only makes sense if there is an object, whereas an intransitive verb will make sense without an object. A better word to associate when you see transitive is transfer. A transitive verb needs to transfer its action to something or someone, an object. In another sense, transitive means to affect something else. And intransitive verbs are easy. None of these verbs require an object for the sentence to make sense, and all of them can end a sentence themselves. Well, how do we identify a transitive verb? Transitive verbs are not just verbs that can take an object, they actually demand objects. And without an object to effect, the sentence that a transitive verb inhabits will seem incomplete. For example, please bring a glass. In this sentence, the verb bring is transitive and the object is coffee, the thing that is being brought. Without an object of some kind, this verb cannot function. If we had said, please bring, then we would have a question in our mind, bring what or who? The question begs itself because the meaning of bring demands an object. Now, if we want to identify a transitive verb, we have to ask the verb the question what or who. For example, Brian conveyed. Conveyed what? So if we ask the verb a question what or who and get an answer, then we will say that the verb is transitive verb. So how do we identify intransitive verbs? So at first, let us look at some sentence. They jumped. She sang. The dog ran. As we said earlier, transitive verbs are the opposite of intransitive verbs. That means if transitive verb needs an object, intransitive verbs doesn't need an object. Well, in these sentences, you don't actually get a question in your mind that jumped what or jumped who, sang what or sang who, or even you don't say the dog ran what or the dog ran who. So this sentence doesn't actually put a question on your mind. So the sentences that doesn't actually need another object, that is known as intransitive verbs. So did you know that many verbs can be classified as both transitive and intransitive depending on how they are used in a sentence? For example, urged by the others, she sang. She sang the national anthem at the hockey team. After he cleaned up, he left. He left the gift on the table. So there are actually two pairs of sentences. In the first sentence, both of the verbs are sang, and in the second sentence, the verbs are left. So to decide whether the verb is being used transitively or intransitively, all you need to do is determine whether the verb has an object. So does she sing something? Or does he leave something? Remember, the verb is only transitive when the answer is yes. So don't forget to tell me in the comments which one is transitive and which one is intransitive. I hope from now on you won't have any confusion between transitive or intransitive verbs. Well, if you are still doubtful about this subject or about this topic, then you may look up in the dictionary. In the dictionary, the verbs are listed as transitive and intransitive, or if they are used as both, the differences in meaning between the two uses will be given as well. If you have any more questions, then please ask me in the comments. I will try my level best to answer them all. So that was all for today. Thanks a lot. As we said, from now on, in each of the video of this channel, there would be a fun fact. So the fun fact for this video and the very first fun fact for this channel is swims is swims even when it's upside down. Wanna check it? Just rotate your device. Or you can just write in a copy or a page and just rotate that page. It's always swims. That's really funny. Well, do you want to share some of the fun facts you know about the English language or even the whole wide world? If you do so, don't forget to post your fun fact in the comment section below. Because from now on, we are gonna post the fun facts of yours in our videos with your name. So don't miss the chance to be in our video. So that was all for today. Don't forget to tell me in the comments if you have liked this video. And of course tell me if it was helpful. And you should drop a like, leave a comment, and press the subscribe button and smash the bell icon. Till then, stay safe and take care.